T-RADS calculator, the most confusing part of medical imaging. So I've seen a number of our brothers, our sisters, they still struggle with reporting on thyroid lesions. So in this presentation, I am going to take you through how the calculator works so that you establish your own autonomy in reporting thyroid nodules. So the TIRADS classification is a standardized risk classification of thyroid nodule on ultrasound. So this is the standard that is agreed on that you use to make a diagnosis on thyroid nodules. So it's a bit different from the way we do other reporting for other organs. So this one, we are supposed to know the TIRADS calculator. So for me, I don't bother myself much. The report, you generate it from everything that is within the calculator itself. So everything is contained there. Everything is contained there. So now let's begin. What is it that you're supposed to check when you are doing a thyroid ultrasound? So here are the key factors, TIRADS factors. These are called the TIRADS factors that you are supposed to consider to look at. So the first is composition. The composition of a thyroid lesion. Is it cystic? Is it spongiform? Is it mixed or it's solid? The other thing that you're supposed to check is echogenicity. Is it anechoic? Is it hyperechoic? Is it isoechoic, hypoechoic, or very hypoechoic? Then you also have to consider the shape of the lesion. Is it wider than tall or is taller than it is wide? You need to check also the margins. So smooth, ill-defined, lobulated, irregular, extra-thyroidal extension. And you also have to check the echogenic foci, none, macro calcifications, peripheral rim calcifications, punctate echogenic foci. So these are what we call the factors which we use. So we are seeing that we are using 5 factors there. Those are the factors that we now use to generate our report and also classify the different TIRADS lesions or masses. So let's look here, example now how we do the categorize on TIRADS. So here we have got the composition, the echogenicity, the shape, and the margin. Also we have got the echogenic foci. So what you do is this: when you come to the composition, these are the compositions all the way up to here. These are the echogenicity all the way up to here. These are the shapes all the way up to here. These are the margins all the way up to here. These are the echogenic foci all the way up to here. So what you're going to do is you check against every factor. So the mass, let's check it. Is it cystic? Is it spongiform? Is it solid or anechoic? Or is solid or almost completely solid? So if your mass is solid, it means under composition you've got a score which is 2. So we move on to the next score. Under echogenicity, if it's anechoic or hyperechoic or isoechoic or hypoechoic. So if it's hyperechoic or isoechoic, the score is 1. If it's hypoechoic, the score is 2. If it's isoechoic, the score is 1. If it's hyperechoic, the score is 1. If it's hypoechoic, the score is 2. So this is what you're using. So let's say that our mass that we had is isoechoic. So we are going to put 1. So we say it's a solid mass. So already we've got 3 scores, or 2 plus 1, which is already 3. So let's proceed. You check the shape. Wider than tall or wider than or wider than tall or taller than wide. So if it's wider than tall, the score is 0. The score is 0. So in our case, let's pick this. So it means under shape is 0. So we'll check the margin. If it's smooth, we'll put a 0. If it's smooth or ill-defined, it's a 0. If it's smooth or if it's lobulated now, that's why irregular, that's why we put 2. Or lobular or irregular, extra thyroid or extra extension, that will be 3, just like that. So let's say that our mass has got a smooth margin, so we'll put a 0. And then under the echogenic foci, inside the mass, is it none or large comet or artifact? It will be 0. Then, if there are macro calcifications, it will be 1. If there is peripheral rim calcification, it will be 2. If there is a punctate echogenic foci, it will be 2. If there is punctate echogenic foci, like that, is 3. So what these scores now are the ones that we are going to combine together. So let's say that let's take a mass and say that it is solid with the two scores. Then it is hyper-echoic. It's one score there. Then it is wider than 2, 0 score. Margin is 0. Echogenic foci is 0. So it means the total score of that mass is 3. So if you come here at the top here, so if the total score is 3, we are saying that mass is what? A TI-RADS class 3. And if it is TI-RADS class 3, they are saying that it's mildly suspicious. So that's a mildly suspicious mass, like that. So a mildly suspicious mass, if you come here, it has got what? An intermediate risk there. So they are saying that if the lesion is if the lesion measures above or equal to 2.5 centimeters under this low risk category there, then if it's above 2.5 centimeters, you need what? Finding the aspiration. If it is below that, we just do follow-up. So you do a follow-up there. But if it's now an intermediate risk, the TI-RADS class 3, it's a low risk. It falls under this category, this one. Because you see the colors, this one and that one. That's a low risk. So if your mass measures above 2.5 centimeters, you recommend finding the aspiration. But if your mass is less than 2.5 centimeters, you just recommend a follow-up. No FN is recommended. No FNA is recommended. So if your mass is intermediate risk, TI-RADS class 4, then they are saying if it's above 1.5 centimeters, you recommend FNA. But if it's less than 1.5 centimeters, you recommend follow-up. For the high risk, suspicious TI-RADS class 5, higher risk, 6 to 90% chance of malignance. So FNA is recommended if the mass is above 1 centimeter, and then follow up if it's less than 0.5. So this is how you use the TI-RADS calculator. So how do you write your report? You write against each factor. All the 5 factors must be in your report. So let's do it this way. I'm taking factors. So let me start from here. So I will say spongiform lesion. Noted is a spongiform lesion which is hyperechoic. It is wider than it is tall, with smooth margins and without any punctate calcifications. Or if there's a macro, say with the macro calcifications. So it's just combining the 5 factors to produce a report. Solid lesion, hypoechoic. The lesion is taller than it is wide, with ill-defined margins and with peripheral rim calcifications, like that, or with the punctate echogenic foci. So you can see how we are building the report from that. So the score will determine the class. So the score determines the class. Where are we? Are we in class 1, 2, 3, 4? These are the descriptors now to say this one is high risk, this one low risk. So you don't need to be sending these cases to us to say, look at this TI-RADS class, this thyroid mass. No, 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 no. You just have to use the calculator, write a report. The calculator tells you what to do. Is the FNA required? You refer for biopsy. If a biopsy is not required, you just recommend follow-up. Then you are done. You don't have to worry yourself about a lot of other things. Try to make a necessary diagnosis. So the TI-RADS calculator has done every job for us nicely. So it's about you knowing the factors. In this one, if you just type TI-RADS calculator in a browser, in a Google, it will pop up and it's for free. So you can just use that one and then write your report like that. Thank you so much.